Welcome in, everyone. Today's topic is understanding FMLA, your rights as an employee. This is also known as Family and Medical Leave Act. Welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, I'm SJ, also known as ThatPostalLady. Today I'm diving into something I wish I understood before I really needed it. The Family and Medical Leave Act, or FMLA. I'm bringing this to you not just from research, but from real life experience, because in 2023, I suffered an on-the-job injury. I've been with this company since 2021, and that moment really changed the way I saw work, recovery, and my rights. So if you're a working adult and ever need time off for your family or health reasons, listen up because this is for you. Let's start with the basics. FMLA is a federal law that gives eligible employees up to 12 weeks of unpaid leave per year. What makes it powerful is that your job is protected during that time, and your health insurance stays active like you're still working. Now, I want to be clear, this is unpaid leave, but in many cases, you can use your sick time, vacation, or paid time off to get paid while you're out. FMLA just ensures that your job isn't on the line because life happened. Let's talk about who is eligible. Not everyone is automatically qualified. You have to meet three main requirements. You have to work for a covered employee, usually a company with at least 50 employees. You have to have worked for that employer for at least 12 months. It doesn't have to be 12 months straight. You have to at least have 1,250 hours in the past year, roughly 24 hours per week. If you're part-time or recently hired, check with HR to see if you're close to meeting that eligibility. Also, if you're working multiple jobs, FMLA coverage is only for the job where you meet these criteria. So keep that in mind. Let's talk about the reasons you can use FMLA. There are 5 major reasons to take FMLA leave. 1. You're having a baby or adopting a child. 2. You have a serious health condition. 3. You need to care for a spouse, parent, or child with a serious health condition. 4. You're dealing with a qualifying emergency related to a family member's military deployment. And 5. You're the primary caregiver for an injured service member. This gives you up to 26 weeks. In my case, I had a work injury that needed time to recover without risking my job or insurance. This law allowed me to do that. The condition doesn't have to be permanent, but it does need to be serious enough to require ongoing treatment, inpatient care, or cause you to be incapacitated for more than a few days. How long can you take off? Most people get up to 12 weeks of leave in a 12-month period. These 12 weeks don't have to be taken all at once. They can be taken intermittently. That means you could take off a few days, a week, or reduce your work hours temporarily if your doctor says it's necessary. If you're a caregiver for an injured service member, you can take up to 26 weeks within a 12-month period. Ask your HR team how they calculate the 12-month period. Some companies use a rolling calendar. Others reset in every January. It makes a difference in how much time you get. What FMLA does not cover? Let's clear up a few misconceptions. FMLA is not paid leave by default. You're not getting a paycheck just for taking FMLA. You'll have to rely on paid time off, sick leave, or short-term disability if offered. Also, FMLA doesn't cover every minor illness. It's meant for more serious health conditions like surgery recovery, chronic illness, flare ups, or childbirth. To prove eligibility, you may need documentation, and your employer can require a doctor's note or medical certification. Your rights under FMLA. Here's what FMLA does promise you. You can't be fired or punished for taking FMLA leave. Your health insurance must stay active like you're still working. And when you return, your job or a similar one must be waiting for you. That gave me peace of mind during my recovery, knowing I wouldn't be penalized for putting my health first. How do you request FMLA? If you know you'll need time off for surgery, pregnancy, or caregiving, give your employer at least a 30 days notice if possible. If it's an emergency, like an injury or a sudden hospitalization, notify your job as soon as you can. Your HR department will likely give you forms to fill out and may ask your doctor to complete a certification. You don't have to share every tip of your medical condition. Keep your privacy, but cooperate with the paperwork. They are allowed to ask for documentation. All right, guys, so let's talk about a real life example. For myself, I told you guys that I had experienced an on the job injury, and that on the job injury required me to have to take off due to my conditions. I have days where I'm not able to make it, and I know that it doesn't matter regardless whether I'm getting paid or not. If my body is not able to perform the duties, then I'm just not able to perform the duties. So the only way for me to be protected was to attain FMLA. And you do that by going and grabbing the proper paperwork and having it filled out by your doctor. For me, working at the United States Postal Service, you simply just get online, go to your ERL or your ELRA portion of your profile on your light blue portal, and you're going to basically do a call in. If you do your call in, it's going to ask you if this is an FMLA related case, and you can simply hit yes, and it will generate you a packet, and that packet will be sent straight to the mail. Now, once you receive that packet, it will say that you have at least 15 days to go to your doctor and get them to fill out that paperwork and get that returned back to HR so that way that you can be approved. Then after that, you will be approved, and it will tell you for how much time you've been approved for, and then you can go on from there. But let's be mindful, you do not get paid for this time that you take off unless you have paid time off. And in my case, as much time as I have to miss, I have to take a lot of time off due to my body not being able to perform the duties. So therefore, you're not going to always have paid time off. This is one of the main reasons why I say to you that you must have multiple streams of income. Um, if you have multiple streams of income, you're able to take that time off regardless of whether or not you're getting paid, and you will still have some kind of compensation or some kind of something coming in. Okay, so that is a real life example. That is my example of just kind of telling you guys I'm still able to be protected. My job is still able to be secured, and this is for anybody that has to go through something like this. But my job is able to be secured because of FMLA. I don't have to be penalized because I have to miss work due to an injury that I experienced on the job. Okay, so even though it's sad that you don't get paid, even though you experienced that injury because of the job, but you are still protected. You will just have to find your own means to take care of your responsibilities during that time that you're off, but at least you will be given time to recover and not have to be worried about losing your job because you can't perform the duties at that moment. So that's my take on a real life example. I hope that helped you guys, and let's keep going. If you've ever felt like your job might be in jeopardy because of your health or family needs, FMLA might be what protects you. It's not perfect, but it's a powerful tool that a lot of people don't even know exists. That's why I made this video, to share what I've learned through my injury and help other workers like you take control of your rights. If this was helpful, give it a thumbs up, share it with someone someone who might need it, and subscribe for more real life work and life advice. If you have ever used FMLA or had any questions about it, drop a comment below. I love to hear your story. Thank you guys for tuning in. I'm going to go ahead and give you some extra resources really quickly. Of course, you'll want to go to the U.S. Department of Labor to check to see about your qualifications, to see if there's any information that you need on FMLA. Of course, if you have anything related to your job, you'll go and visit your HR department or go to your employee handbook. This will kind of lay out the guidelines of how you need to go about retaining FMLA. And if you need local, be sure to go and check for your local legal aid clinics if you need help with anything pertaining to these issues. So thank y'all for tuning in, and y'all have a good one. Peace out.